Did you watch The Mandalorian yet? Not really. What's The Mandalorian? Is this one of the new Star Wars movies? I haven't followed them at all. I saw the first one. I'm not even sure what it's called, but I didn't really like it that much. I think it was okay as a... It would have been okay if it was just a standalone movie and not aspired to be like the sequel to the other ones, or like not the same... I don't know, not the same brand. But after that I didn't watch them. I think my name is pretty self-explanatory. The Crouch. Who goes in polls? Probably him. He has delirium. Dude! What? Is it something I have to watch? I don't like the new ones. We stay out of range, so he cannot taunt us. He couldn't taunt us anyway, because we have delirium. But there's no way, there's no reason we have to take a free shot here. He is not stalwart. So, 1, 2, 3. We will go here, and he will likely... hang on. He could also go here then. We'll just set him up. Nah. We tried this. We spent a delirium charge on this. So he goes here, tries to taunt us, and we ram him in next turn. And he goes pulling more. He goes before him, yeah, that's fine. It's a Star Wars series, 4 episodes out yet. I see. The Last Jedi was the last Star Wars movie I watched. Yeah, I think that was the 7th one, right? I remember The Last Jedi, the name anyways. I'm not sure if it's the one I watched. Mandalorian was the guy in South Africa, right? Wait, what? I can recommend it to any Star Wars fan. Okay, The Mandalorian. I have to look it up. Wow. Be like, please stop. We can just pit him. Don't have to fight him. Can keep our crits here. This is a freebie mission. This is enemy fortification. Oh, I should have went here and pulled him. That was dumb. He goes before anyways, huh? So here's another shot. Nice. Not punished. We have 2 fortification quests here. Both give us free medicine, and I think they have a shot at a legendary. They don't always give you one, but I think there's a chance. And we want medicine. We will die a lot very soon. Because map 2 we're not very prepared for. We can take on Swampers just fine. We cannot take on Necro Reavers. And we can maybe deal with Valdor. I'm not sure. We deal with armor well, but Valdor is still really strong even if you take away their armor. Can go here, here. I think we take out range dude first. Stun him here, sure. Am I too old or have people never heard of Mandela? Don't answer the question. No, of course I know Mandela. It's so nice to actually just one-shot this. It's such a pain to deal with if you cannot. Let's just go after him. Oh, he was still alive, huh? Holy shit, he was still alive. Alright, alright. Stuff just got serious. He goes on 5. I think he still does this, right? He just kills him here, yeah. And should be safe to go after him. Now, what do we do? He goes on 6, he goes on 5. So we have to get him out of here. That got serious very quickly. Alright, we're good with that. We still have 5 people. We didn't find the black market on map 1. We would like to find the black market. It's just super late for a bounty hunter now, because he has battle hardened, which stacks up on killing blows. We only got rare ones. And a medicine. Cannot take any of those, so... I have a lot of life essence again, so take another monster heart. We cannot take him, so we banish him immediately. He's banned by the rules of the challenge. And... here we go. That's so much HP. I'm carry, I'm a hooker. Overconfidence? Never. Have you ever seen me overconfident? Hell no. I'm just confident enough to die. This is a really good mission to take. It's pretty easy. It gives you a focus mutator, which are rare. And just a couple of beasts. Sometimes they roll something scary. There's only 1 elite on the field, or maybe 2? 1. 1. You always check those guys for reflexive skin. Same with the other ones, the greatsword, but there's none on the field. Alright, cool. We can go here, but that's a really aggressive position. We don't need to take it. Also, this is all shut off, huh? So that's good. Oh, there's a path through here. I didn't see it. You need confidence to die though, exactly. He's gonna smack me a bunch. We can easily survive that. Maybe we kill him here. We should. He just walks up to someone he can bleed and just one-turns him. It's pretty crazy. Carrier's pistol? I think we can do this and then jump and then click. Oh no. Did I? Okay. Well, we need to block this now because he could ram him. I didn't check him before, and if he had gone now, he would be dead. But that's alright. Okay. Damn. His fleshy just stacked up. He was next to a bunch of killing blows. Hang on, when do you go? And 6, so he can jump out before. So he can get off of this sketchy spot, that's nice. Alright. As you can see, the mission is pretty free. There's nothing to it. You have a bunch of barricades. You pick your you pick your spot to fight. It only gets scary if there are elites on the field, and there will be eventually, but we're still pretty early on the days count. So that's just a bunch of random stuff. I mean, there's a beast with a horn charging at people. I gotta update the Steam guide. Oh, that's your guide? I think there's only one there, right? I checked there some time ago. Yeah. They're gone now, huh? But those are a new beast class. They have ram and they have flip. So they can ram you into pits and they can also flip you into that team if you're not stalwart. And they're more on the squishy side of things. So they're pretty squishy, but they have high damage. So they're pretty scary because they have ram and ram applies their damage, obviously, and you can't really prevent their ram. You can kill them really quickly once they come in, but they usually always get one hit off on someone. So you have to position around it to get it on someone who you don't care about or someone who can take it. Also, I didn't give him rend armor, so he didn't one-shot the armor. He still did a reasonable amount of damage. And this is the same assassin without bleeding. Pretty sad, huh? Oops. Guess I'll never be a character in this one? No, don't worry. I didn't forget you. I just wanted to test if you remember. That was my plan all along. The Grouch? You want your numbers into? No. They don't fit, so you get to be the Grouch. That's a Flesh Eater. You see a Flesh Eater, you pick a Flesh Eater. Probably the strongest damage mutator in the game right now. Also, there's a cannibalism we just picked up. And this is level 10 now. The reason it's the strongest one is because it gives you a 42% bonus damage on your base one. So this base damage goes up by 42% and it stacks. So if you don't spend your hit and you get another one, the new bonus damage would stack up by 42%. So bonus damage increases are super strong on classes that scale. So for example, if you have a Mansplitter, it takes your base damage and it multiplies it by 2.5. And suddenly those 42% of your base damage turns into much more. And that's not accounting for crits, for Valdur backstabs, for Executioner, for all sorts of multipliers that are not accounted in the base damage. So, base damage, super strong. Flesh Eater, very consistent, because you are the guy standing next to them if you wear this, because you have the most damage and you one-shot them, right? So you'll always get your stack back after you spend it killing someone. You want this on someone who it's really hard and not very often. It would be better on Assassin, because Assassin has 4 hits and it would only apply to the first hit. It's really good on people like Blood Knights, anyone with a great sword, Valdur Knight. Bounty Hunter X is probably the best user of this, because Bounty Hunter X has the strongest scaling, in my opinion. There's Under Siege. Man, I want to go down here, but I also want to do this now. Oh no, I don't want to do this. It's Elite Swampers. Screw this. This is the one Under Siege mission I would recommend skipping if it's Elite Swampers. If you want to know why, just play it. Nah, it's they're really sketchy. They have a lot of sustain power, and Under Siege missions are often very zergy. It takes a long time until someone dies, and meanwhile your ranged units, your allied ranged units just die. And theirs don't, because they have shamans and backup and stuff. 90 years old, clearly. Just a cryptic way of showing my age. Nobody could ever decrypt. Yeah, I could have not deciphered that. Hitting armor with swords is depressing as fuck. Yeah, it is. This is why we have our cute boy. This is our cute vampire. Double slowers. Do we still have natural equipped now? It's time for natural again. It's also time some of our people absorb some of this stuff, so we can equip more. I think fighting over there is fine, right? Yeah, should be okay. I'm not super scared of Swamper fights anymore. We know we can beat them reliably. We haven't lost a person in a very long time. The only thing that's scary on map 2 is bounty hunters, because they scale really hard. And also, could I have done that better? Maybe. Like this? Yeah. Bounty hunters and also Necro Reavers. And I'm not sure about Valdur, but he should carry us against Valdur pretty hard. The thing is, he is super useless against Necros, and we don't have anything against Necros. So we would actually prefer to avoid Necros for now, and take a Valdur Fortress first, if we can. That would be our preferred way of doing it. Avocado man. Nah. Avocado. He's cute, okay? Can't tell me otherwise. At least on the inside. I don't know. Poison farming. I usually just take when it lines up. I don't force it anymore. I used to do it a lot more. Back when I first started playing the game, I was like, wow, I can be immune to poison. That's so cool. But it's actually pretty hard to get without sustain. And I only do it if I have 2 floaters lined up. And if they don't line up like them, so one goes here and one goes over, and now I would have to keep him alive for the whole fight until the other one comes back, and then I would both have to align them exactly on my beast because he has natural resistance. Also fuck, I shouldn't have taken that free hit here. 1, 2, 3, he can hook him. We cannot get him close enough. Can we? I think we can do this. So we can swap. And now he's still not close enough, but he can swap, and after swapping he can still jump. And then we are close enough. Nice. Also, I should have removed the poison, but we still have one turn. Nice. So yeah, in this case, even though we have a potential poison farming setup, we just kill them because they don't line up, and I don't wanna farm forever. It's not a really enjoyable. Oh fuck, engaged. It's not a really enjoyable part of the game for me. Just sitting there and fulfilling requirements for achievement traits. Not super exciting. He has a striking personality. Oh, I would have called it a shattering personality, you know, because of armor shatter. But striking is true also with the build hook, right? No one's shatterproof against him. There's no immunity to my shattering personality. Talks with him are probably very engaging. I like that. That's a good pun. Is this what you call a dad joke, by the way? So, there was a time period I watched Firebed very often, and he made those sort of jokes all the time, and people call them dad jokes. Let's wait until armor is gone. Let's go here actually. He gets murdering. He has 4 extra hits. He has 6 critical strike charges. So every time you backstab and you get a critical strike, you store it instead. So no, every time you get a critical strike from another source, you store it because the strike itself is already crit from a backstab, and if you're strong against, your first hit against them is a crit, and also he was stunned, right? So you get an extra crit from this. So he has stored up a bunch of them. Now he just spends all his attacks on him and kills him too. Except he runs out of stam, I guess. Let's get him out of here so he doesn't get poisoned. Nice. Though I have fathered no children that I know of. Look at the status icons, yeah, I know, right? But at least you know you're gonna be a good father someday, right? Because you can do all the dad jokes already. That has to be a good pickup line, right? Hey, wanna hear my dad jokes? I can tell them all day, no, all night. Take a second natural. What do we get? Show me relic. Nope. Arthritis. Ugh, that's ugly. That's really unfortunate. This event is probably the worst event you can get. Mending set to 0. So all your healing is reduced to 1/3. Every healing is only effective by 33%. The second one is stamina. Stamina reduction is kind of ugly too. So this is what we want to take later on, the Necro Fortress. First we want to find a Valda Fortress. That's a black market, which is really good for us. So we want to take those two, but I'm not sure if we want to take them with the mending event. If we don't take them now, we will never come back to them, right? We will go over to the black market and then explore further. Ugh. So let's do them. A great sword. Yeah, because we don't have enough of those yet. I think we just collapse on them. They have a really hard time getting to us. They have to come through a lot of stuff. We have a pit here. We can pull through eventually or like swap into. That's fine. Let's just go here and sit on the floater. So he cannot do anything. We don't want to get to him yet. So he has Protector though. So his Protector will still activate on him. So let's not actually hit him. Let's just box him in so he doesn't poison anyone. And be happy. And start with him. We want to do this because otherwise we would have to wait for his turn again. And he goes pretty late in the turn order. We have to change that. Because he wants to go earlier to shatter the armor. For the others to follow up. But for now, that's how it is, right? We can go here, yeah. Yes, enough for 2 more attacks. So we want to get him in here first, so we go here and here. This way he has painful healing. Painful healing is he heals everyone around him when he takes damage. This is a minor thing, we didn't have to do this, but we want the healing on him too. So we swapped him in, and now everyone is surrounding him, and he has first strike and he will hit us. We will heal everyone for 59. It's really minor, it's just... It was just free to do, so we should do it, right? Got him. He still has natural, I think. And the great thing about the hook is you don't have to expose yourself as much. Hey, poison resistance because he was so slow. I think he has to go now, so we can move freely again and don't have to babysit him all the time. It's natural, yeah. So the great thing about the hook is you don't have to expose yourself that much. He would have to go here now and flip him over, and he would be here, attacked by him. And this way we pull him through the spikes, don't have to take spike damage on our own, and just get rid of him this way. And he's much safer now, he doesn't have to stand here, right? Always check those guys for reflexive skin. The elite ones, he has reflexive skin. Every time you hit him, he hits you back, and he bleeds you with Rain Sense. And he has stamina for 3 attacks. He hurts quite a bit. So reflexive skin is something you always want to watch out for. And eventually you get a feeling for who has it and who doesn't. Also, this hurt quite a lot. That wasn't cool. Get him! He's engaged. We'll just flip him out then. Just get rid of him. We can move after and get on him. He's just a beast. I like him a lot. He has to get on Shield Guy, but Shield Guy is very far away. For now we just want to keep him safe there. Not super safe, but safe there. He has a crit sword up, so he can just stun him. Nice. A second, he comes in. Let's not get bled by him. Okay, so he is reflexive guy, right? We want to stun him onto this wall before we do anything. He took a hit, he did his job. He goes in 4. I think we want to do this. Keep him here. He's bloodless, he doesn't care about bleeding. We could have also set something up here, but it's fine probably. Just get him out of the fight so we can move again. And stun him here. And then he gets still 1 hit off from reflexive. We also could have just swapped him up. That's fine. He goes before him again, so we can actually go in here. He does not have reflexive, so we don't have to be as careful. Not sure if we can kill him, but maybe. He did. Just set him up for some backstabs, so we don't have to fight him 1-on-1 here. His buffs are going crazy. He's strong versus bleeding, which is where he gets most of his bonus attacks from. So if the first one bleeds them, and then he usually has Murdering Sense up, which gives him another attack against the bleeding target, which often gives him another stack. And he often stacks them up because he does not need all his attacks against them. He mostly just kills them. Oh, he's super low HP, huh? Also, I just swapped into spikes for no reason. Let's challenge here. So, the thing you can do with challenge is you can challenge and then just swap out. You can also taunt and swap out, or provoke and swap out. And now he does not hit him, he is challenged onto him, so he has no choice but go after him. So what he would do here would just be back up 3 tiles and try to go around, or go around here, either way. I wasn't sure if we would kill him before he gets his turn, so might as well challenge, we won't need it in this fight anymore. The trait Maximum Force is so good, but it's hard to come by. Yeah, I've only seen it once so far. Maximum Force, it's the thing that the last boss used to have before he got his hammering. He had Maximum Force and he can still get it on items, but it's not a mutate or anything. On crit you stun for 100%, but also on normal hit you have I think it's a 30% chance to stun, which is very uncommon. Usually you don't stun on normal hits if it's not a crit. %30% to stun on normal hit, yeah, that one. That's really strong. 2 concentration for everyone, hey. That's a monster heart we cannot afford. Improviser we cannot afford. I think we do the enemy fort. The Swampers. No, let's give them some respect. Actually, skip this one. We have 10 days of this event. We have to respect the event and Swampers. Let's not be stupid. And let's not go here. Collapsed Mine, I died to this so many times. If you go in here, you cannot back out. And you have to fight an incredible amount of beasts, and they surround you. You have some traps, but you have useless allies most of the time, and they overwhelm you and kill you. And since it's a collapsed mine, you cannot back out. So as soon as you go here, you're super doomed if you cannot handle the encounter. And I've done this so many times. Take the mutator? Sure. Take the mutator. We just fought this a bit ago, but it's on the way. We stand on the direct tile. It's a good mission, so let's do it. A slightly better stunning blow. Slightly better. Well, yeah. It's a better stunning blow. Let's say it that way. But you can stun on normal hit, which is really cool. So I'm not sure if it has a condition or not. If you need them all in the mace, I think something unique about it was that you don't need them. But don't call me out on that. I've only seen it once so far. I think it's something you can have on non-maul weapons, but not sure, maybe not. Anyways, yeah, it's basically stunning blow plus 30% chance to stun on normal hits. No reflexive? No reflexive. Only works on maul and mace? Ah, okay, so it does have the requirement. That's fair. What do we have? No reflexive. Also none. His fast recovery 2 God's blessing. Sudden strike bloodlust. Lots of healing. He has vein sense and nerve sense. He bleeds and poisons. So he's kinda sketchy. But at least he doesn't have reflexive skin, right? Nah, leave him here. I don't wanna go there. I say slightly because I don't like RNG in my games. Yeah, it's true. I actually hate the sharp ice mutator. I think someone told me it's actually pretty good against Valdor, and I can believe that. It's just equip a mutator, 40% of the chance it's amazing and you pierce armor, and 60% of the time it doesn't do anything. It just feels awkward to me. I don't like that. I want my armor piercing to be there all the time, or with a condition I can control, not 40% of the time. Wait, oh no, that's our, oh my god. That's the guy we have to protect, huh? Jesus. Okay. Let's try to protect him, I guess. Here, have a regen. Unfortunate. Holy shit. Did you see this ranged attack? He just killed him. We need him here, right? Let's actually challenge him. I'm not sure if we kill him. Maybe we do. Yeah, we actually kill him. Alright. Then the challenge wasn't necessary. Yes, does he have an angle? He might have. Ugh. So we can ram him into the pit, but he could go here and ram us. Nah, he doesn't do that, right? There's no way. Nah, I believe. I believe he does not have an angle. Yeah. I believe I can fly. Flip him into death pit, they won't follow him there. Hey, that's genius. Thanks so much for this tip. Wait, did he get his stack back? Wait a second. Does it not spend it? I need to test this once it's his turn again. That seems wrong. He can walk in here, I think. Kinda need to block him here, so he doesn't sandwich us. Okay, so it's his turn. He gets a lot of bonus damage from Flesh Eater. He only has 100 or something base damage, like 200 maybe. But he has 1600 damage right now. And I feel like it didn't spend it on his grab, but it still applied the bonus damage. You saw the last guy we pulled, and we got another stack on Flesh Eater, and we did a lot of damage to him. But it did not consume our stacks, I don't think, because he still has plus 942. That's not a single stack, that's a lot of them. So I kinda want to know if this consumed his stacks now. Does he still have plus 942 bonus damage? He sure does. That's a bug. Like, he hit him so hard, and it applies to his hook, but it does not consume his bonus damage stacks. Yeah, that's bugged. It's special damage, yeah, but it shouldn't apply. Can you read Flesh Eater? Sure. It should only apply to normal hits. Where is it? Here. When an adjacent unit, ally or enemy dies, heal for max HP and gain bonus damage of 42% of your current damage. It does not say, but if you read this bonus effect, bonus damage plus 942 adds bonus damage for a single hit. You would assume the next hit is empowered, right? And then it's just gone. Doesn't say anything now. I think it says more on the mutator, not as much on the in-game tip, so let's read the mutator after this fight. But yeah, there has to be something wrong. That was pretty ridiculous. Also, let's heal him. We have 0 mending event, so he will not heal for much. Let's just throw stuff on him. That seems kind of busted. You could stack this forever, can't you? So we do this again, and we just one-shot him, and we should get more stacks. So now our bonus damage is 942, right? And we do this. No, he's stalwart. I don't think we get the stacks then, because we do not pull him. But we should keep our stacks. We did 2000 damage. And now he still has his bonus damage. That seems wrong. Flesh Eater Guardian incoming. Yeah, you can bash them, right? You can just Flesh Eater someone and then use special abilities. You could just build a Flesh Eater Guardian. And just bash them all day. Bunnies are still OP? Yeah, why wouldn't they be? Don't ruin the stacks now. Extra hits. Grants an additional hit when performing a normal attack. Hey. We don't want any of those. Revitalizer could be good on the assassin. Just because he gets so much focus, but he also gets regen applied. Which is just... well, which is not always better. But most of the time it's better because it also removes bleeding and poison. It's not instant healing though, but it's okay. Alright, we want to go here. So do counter strikes count as special damage? No, I don't think so. Black market. What do we want? There it is. There's the bounty hunter we were looking for. There's a swamp shaman. Probably one of the top 5 strongest units in the game. If I were to name a top 5 of strongest units, it would be Bunny, Vampire Lord, Bounty Hunter X, Swamp Shaman, Spearman Guardian, Javelineer. Fuck, that's 8. Okay, let's not count busted abilities. But then the Shaman would also be out, right? Okay, let's say he's in my top 8. Let's say top 8. Yeah, that's Bunny, Vampire Lord, any Guardian, and Human Spearman, Shaman, Bounty Hunter X. Who did I miss? X-Men. No. I didn't miss X-Men. You didn't rate Hooker, even without abuse? Well, because Hooker is not in there. Hooker is average. Fun to use, but not super strong. So, what weapon are we looking for? We still have a lot of basic weapons, right? Here's a basic weapon. Here's no mutator on it. So we could use 2 billhooks and a sword with a good mutator. Improviser. So he would apply Rejuve to himself. He will never get full fuck curse, that's another thing. Hastening crits, wow. That's really good. That's the top contender right here. Blood curse. Okay. Poisonous crits. Wow. Hastening and poisonous crits. Greatsword with Stalwart, nah. Recovering crits, I don't like it very much. Overdose. Not on our assassin, I don't think. But maybe. He heals for a lot, right? But he only heals, maybe. But it would have to contest with hastening crits and poisonous crits. Oh my god, the story is pretty incredible. And cannibalism. Yeah, we buy cannibalism. Just because we can. Here, eat some friendly units. That's your sustain now. So we buy one of the swords. We buy either hastening, poisonous, or overdose. Overdose would help him survive a lot. Hastening would be really strong on him. And poisonous also. Oh my god, I don't know. I'm not sure what's right here. I think we go with poisonous. Eventually we want poisonous crits. Once bleeding falls off and it actually matters what he does outside of bleeding. So poisonous would shine there. Also hastening would shine there. It's like a top tier mutator on assassins. Probably hastening over it. Because we want the hastening tyrant combo. Most likely. Let's go hastening. And then it's the question of do we want the bounty hunter or not? Cannibalism, eh? Give a spearman this following mutalis: crit counter, reflexive. Yeah, I can see that. But the busted thing about the spearman is the spear wall, in my opinion. You can't reliably get reflexive skin? No, not really. It's a relic. You have to find it. Cannibalism, eh? So the thing about the bounty hunter is he is battle hardened, which gives him 30 free stats on a killing blow, randomly distributed over all attributes. So he needs 30 killing blows, and he gets stats equivalent to 10 free levels without scaling the enemies up, which is a really solid one. And he has a lot of control. I'm just debating if it's too late for him. He would need to absorb something, and he would need to stack up battle hardened. But he would be really good. the thing is, our team needs damage, and he's not damaged. But he would give us a lot of control. He also gets preemptive strike, which is what a spearman probably should be, as I used to say. Which disables one movement or one charge once a turn, which is really strong. If he can just disable one charge. He's invaluable against bunnies, for example. Also, he gets the pushing immobilizing crit combo, which CCs someone who isn't stalwart for a turn. He also gets first strike pushing crits, which disables any hits on him if he has a crit. He's so good overall. So what do we do? We do not want to drop any of those three, I don't think. Those three are pretty set. So who do we actually drop when we get a real damage dealer? Maybe him against Necros? He just gets benched against Necros and we put in the damage dealer. But we want the damage dealer we have all the time. We need him. So we drop the footman, but the footman is our only armor. Maybe if we get a Valdor Knight or something as DPS, then he would have something, but it's also our only ram. So drop the monk. I like the monk. The monk is doing a lot of things. But also we don't have any damage dealer right now, right? It's still a while until we get one, and until then he could be useful. Let's take him. Also, he's the most pretty, eh? Alright, let's take him. So, he gets retaliation, fuck. He rolled poorly. He always gets Lightfoot, Battle Hardened is what I was talking about. So on Killing Blow, increases one random stat permanently, up to a maximum of 30. So he gets 30 stats randomly distributed, and that's equivalent to 10 free levels, randomly. He gets First Strike, which he always gets, and Retaliation is his flex spot. So he could get pushing criticals here, which we need to give him now. Which is part of his kit. So someone goes up to him, he first strikes them, and then he pushes them away. And that disables their hit if they have an empty space behind them, and if they are not stalwart. So that's why he's so good. Also immobilizing crits to combo it, so they're immobilized back there for the next turn too, and CC'd for one more turn. This is why I like him so much. He has so many things he could get. We have a Retaliate. Retaliate is not really great on anyone right now. We probably replace it with the extra hit. And we just slap a Monster Heart on him. And poisonous crits would also be a thing. Let's respec him first. He needs a lot of HP to not die instantly. Give him some strength to actually be useful. I'm not sure if strength is the way, but let's give him some, just to stack up Battle Hardened easier. Because it's really hard to get a Killing Blow with 60 damage or something. And we could give him Monster Heart or Poison Crits. I think Monster Heart for now. Also could give him Stalwart. There's a lot of options. We'll see. He has the potential for ping pong memes, that's true. Yeah, we could ping pong with the Footman and also with Soma. With the Vampire. He could also ping pong, but we would need another pushing crits. Maybe we find one. If we find another pushing crits, we do some ping pong memes. Alright, that's the last one. Quick reflexes. That's pretty pointless, isn't it? He does not want to get hit. And his HP is decreased by 33%. That's probably the worst roll I've had so far. I don't recall having 33% yet. I think it can fluctuate between 25 and 33%. And quick reflexes doesn't do anything for him. It's whenever he gets hit, he gets 11 bonus speed. It's just when he gets hit more than once, he's dead. So that doesn't do much. Who's the prisoner? Prisoner. Ah, it's a floater. Well then. He's locked in here. Yeah, it's just a swamper fight. We're pretty good at swamper fights nowadays. Where do we fight it? Just down here? Down here? That's pretty open though. Maybe there, maybe there. Nah. Probably here. Here's fine. We can back off. We have some chokes. We have some here. That's fine. This is the bounty hunter. As far as I know, bounty hunters are only available at the black market. He needs patience really fast. His combo just does anything with crits. So right now his combo does nothing. But eventually it will. Once he has patience. He is natural, right? So let's get him hit so he comes close enough. Let's do this so he doesn't take off a delirium charge for free. Also, he has 4 movement, the bounty hunter, which is super nice. 4 movement is so nice. You can do a lot of random stuff with 4 movement, like pull someone and then run away from them. Because most things in the game only have 3 movement. Come here. Where does he go? Next? Can't really help it then. Let's do this. Get him. So bleeding. That was his crit. That's patience. Nice. Bleeding doesn't count as killing though. So if you hit them and the bleed kills them from proccing, it does not count as you getting the kill, which means he does not get a battle hardened stack. So this is what makes this so hard. It only counts his own damage, which is 118. And how often does that happen? That someone is left as 118 and he can come in and clean up. Oh, I thought I had one more movement. Oh wait. He wants to wait. His main objective is to get patience right now. I only took the 15 just to do this. Well, take them again, I guess. Goes in 5. He's kinda mauling me if I don't disable him here. He still has Delirium too, so he doesn't care about much yet. It's kinda hurting. Let's just take him out then. So many bonus hits. Holy shit. He gets his patience. He gets also a strong resist. He also gets a battle hardened stack. Oops, I wanted to inspect him. So now he gets a killing blow and he gets one random stat permanently, which is concentration in this case. All those stacks, hell yeah. Ow. Who do we need to cleanse more? Probably the poison here. He needs to stay in the fight to generate more, right? Let's get him over. Stun him. Oh, it's his thing again, right? That's why he did so much damage? Man, that's awkward. I don't want to abuse that, it's just... sometimes it naturally happens. Such a weird bug. Ow. Let's challenge him here. Just so he doesn't hurt him anymore. Got him. Oh, he has a crit, huh? Let's disable him then. He has reflexive. Those guys coming in, those are not a big problem anymore. Get in there. He wants to get his last patient stack here. And he needs to get out before he gets taunted to death. We probably pull him in here. Something like this. We want to take him out. He has reflexive skin. He's kinda scary, but right now he's stunned. Which would be good to take him out. He can't really go here. I should have taken this off before. He can't really go here. He gets taunted. He doesn't have Angel's Pact yet. But he gets his patience here. Yeah. At least. He goes third, so he can take off his armor. We can go in here and hit him. That's fine. Ah, freaking protector. Let's swap him down here. Take out his first. Take out his first. We have better access to him, right? That crits him back, doesn't it? If it will go through. There we go. There's no going there. Oh, rip. Was a lot of attacks, huh? We still have the mending event? I didn't even check. Also, please stop those armor shenanigans. He goes in 9, he goes in 7, that's fine. Stun him. Holy fuck. Is this a stack I see? Oh, it's a stack. Battle hardened +1. Yeah, I think we still have the event, right? Everyone is 0 mending, yeah. That's why we don't heal back up. He gets stun recovery now, so he eventually gets out of the stun. But it should take a little while. Oops. So... how about a fancy... Angel's Pact here? Would you be up for that? I didn't expect anything else from you. But how about if you had no choice? How do you feel about that? Right now he can't do anything because I CC'd him. He can't actually hit me, can he? Fuck. He's too good. So if I end turn here, he would have to hit me, right? But this is his combo. This is why he's so good. He gets patience, he gets a crit, then he tries to hit me, but I first strike him, push him back, and CC him. So his attack was now cancelled, and he's immobilized on this tile away from me. So I interrupted his turn and interrupted his next turn just by being there. So it's actually hard to get. It's actually pretty hard to get this on him. I would have to. Hang on. I have to block the tile behind him. Like this. So I cannot push him back and he hits me. But he retaliates then. Oh my god. It's just over. Can't do it. As a flesh eater. We want the second one? I think we want the second one. Crit counter is super useless for us. We just picked it up randomly from a quest or something. The footman, Lightfoot, yes please. So he has one more slot now. What do you want? A natural? Mind of a cleric? Take a mind of a cleric, I guess. Also we have a Viridian Billhook. 86, 81, that's not better. Alright. Show me a relic. Ah,